to IDL 7140 Learning Management Systems and Evaluations. We are coming into week 3 of our evaluations, and today we are looking at how to create electronic gradebook categories and items in D2L BrightSpace. So we are going to jump right into it. I am already into my BrightSpace account. I am looking at this top bar here, and I am going to hit grades. And you'll see it automatically goes into the setup wizard. Now with the setup wizard, you're going to be going through 7 different steps, and this is an outline of those steps, but we can just go ahead and select start at the bottom so we can jump right in. So step 1 is choosing our grading system. So we have the option between a weighted system, a point system, and a formula system. Now the weighted system, what we're looking at is we're looking at percentage of a final grade for a category, and we can set that up. It doesn't have to be exactly this. If we make that selection then and hit continue, it's going to have us break that down. Now, and then the points, I like that system instead of a percentage. And then the formula, it is just going to be a determined, a custom formula that you design how you want those grades to be finalized. So again, I like the point system. I'm going to hit continue to select that one. Now, when we come in, we have got our final grades release and how we want that released. So we can look at a calculated final grade, which basically goes off of everything that has already been entered into the grade book, and you cannot adjust that final grade. Now you have the adjusted final grade, which allows you to modify that before it is released. What you can do as well, you can then select automatically release the final grade, and whenever that is enabled by checking it, you will have the option to have those final grades released. Now you can still go back and alter them, but this does save you a step. However, if you want to do a review of the grades before them being released, I would uncheck this. I'm going to go ahead and leave it and select continue. Step 3 is grade calculations, and this is just a simple category because it's just looking at the ungraded items. I want my ungraded items to be treated as a 0, so I will leave it at that. You can select this button right here to automatically keep the final grade updated. I would like to do that to save me time later, and hit continue. Now we come into step 4, and this is choosing our default grading scheme. So we're looking at either a percentage scheme or we're looking at a letter grade scheme. And if you want to, we could take a quick look at this preview of how it looks. And it's just going off that 10-point system where, you know, a D is 60 and up to a C that starts at 70, a B that starts at 80, and an A that starts at 90. So those are typical ones that we see. We'll go ahead and close that. I want to use organizational letter grade for this example. We'll go ahead and hit continue. Step 5 just looks at how many decimal places you want to see when something has decimal spaces in it. So say we're looking at a percentage with 2 decimal spaces, you're going to see 97.52%, and you can adjust that down to 1 or none or even more, which might get monotonous. So let's go ahead and leave it at 2 right here, and then we will select continue and go to step 6, which is our last one that we have options to select within the wizard. So step 6, this is going to be the student view display options. This is going to be how they see their, if you want them to see the points grade, if you want them to see a grading scheme symbol or a grading scheme color, which is great because, you know, once those come up, if you have a grading scheme colors, if you see all green across the board and that's what you set for A's, then as a student you know that you've got all A's. Whereas if you see maybe some yellows or some reds, there might be cause for concern. You might want to check some things out. Number of decimal places, again, this is how you want the students to see them. So if you want them to see it down, dig down into 2 decimal places, you can do that. This right here gives you the options for texting display, and we'll leave it at the default 15. And then display final grade calculation to user. I definitely want them to have that availability. So we'll go ahead and select continue right here. And our last one is just a summary, and it goes through and hits on all of the items that we have already selected in the prior 6 steps. And we're just doing a review, kind of like you do on a shopping cart online before you hit that yes, go ahead and purchase this button. So our summary looks good. we're going to come down here to the finish button and select that, and we have set up our gradebook category and individual items within D2L and BrightSpace. I hope this how-to was helpful. Please join me for more how-to videos in the future. Take care. Thanks.